There are about 1,300 chaplains in the U.S. Army. Only a handful are Muslims. Major Khalid Shabazz is one of them, currently on assignment at Fort Bliss in El Paso, Texas. Major Shabazz was until recently the Muslim chaplain at Fort Hood. He came to know the suspect in today's massacre, Major Nadal Hassan, when he was looking for someone to take his place running the Muslim services on the base. I talked to Major Shabazz earlier this evening. Major Shabazz, thank you so much for joining us tonight. You knew Major Hassan. Can you tell us about him? What was he like?
So I interviewed him a couple of times for the job. He was very easy to talk to, very laid back, and he shared my vision in taking care of soldiers. One of my visions is making sure the soldiers have an Islamic service on post. And he shared that vision and really got into some nice conversations about where he wanted to go with the service itself. Did
he seem troubled to you in any way?
No, he wasn't really troubled. We had some short conversations about the deployments to Iraq. As you guys know, he was a mental health professional.
You know, a lot of people have been pointing tonight to his Muslim faith. He was devout, as I understand it, but would you call him an extremist?
Well, an extremist, that would be hard for me to say because I didn't know him to that level. But actually what he did was very extreme. If he acted on his ideology against the military, against the United States, then I would have to say that was an extreme action that he took.
But you detected nothing in your rather recent conversations with him that would lead you to believe something like this was possible.
Yeah, quite the contrary. Again, I talked to him on 3 or 4 occasions. I talked about the extent of his knowledge about the Islamic religion, and all of it was really pretty fair and balanced. And that's what I was looking for in somebody to actually replace me. When I interviewed him, I felt confident that he was the right person for the job.
One of the things that's been reported tonight is that he himself was suffering from harassment because of his faith by some of the other soldiers that he was serving with. Did he mention anything about that to you and the fact that he apparently had hired a lawyer?
Well, he didn't mention that, and it's kind of an unspoken word between sometimes Muslim soldiers, even myself. Soldiers sometimes maybe try to use humor as an inroad to talk to me, and they may talk about not eating pork or, you know, just little silly things. But sometimes you just don't know the mental state of a person when you're making jokes like that. As you know, the other soldier, Sergeant Abdul, I was in charge of I was responsible for counseling him at Fort Bragg when he killed his commander in XO. It's one of the things that he told me. He just was under a constant barrage of people teasing him and even indirectly threatening him because he was a Muslim. They may have been playing, but he took it very seriously. So again, as a Muslim soldier myself, before I became a chaplain, I received some of those kind of, not threats, but kind of joking around sometimes.
So does the military do a good enough job in protecting and supporting Muslim soldiers?
I think we're treated pretty fairly. However, that doesn't stop the common soldier who's deployed to Iraq and may have some perceptions of Muslims for not harassing sometimes their fellow soldiers.
Another window into today's tragedy. Major Shabazz told me his family still resides at Fort Hood. His wife works at the Family Readiness Center and spent the day counseling families in the wake of today's tragic